Firstly, I want to say that this has been one of the worst years since 2020. And for me, 2020 was a great year. I love 2020 because so much greatness and good came from 2020. Because when you look at it, so many artists and so many new inventions and new people came out from 2020 into now. But then you kind of look at it more and we lost everything. We lost all of it. And now it left us with 2022 and like the rest of them. Because 2024 was a good year. Don't get me wrong. 2023, I don't know, really wasn't there. 2021, trash. Nothing happened. In 2025, I don't know what's happening right now. We're losing everyone. Everyone I know, I've lost. Not like in real life. Even though I've lost people, I know people and family members I have lost. There's just a lot of celebrities this year that have died. You got Ozzy Osbourne, Charlie Kirk, the newest one, Love and Light TV, Yes King, which that one kind of hurts. You're like, how does Love and Light TV, the Yes King guy, hurt? He had passion for his shit, you know? He liked doing that, right? But he said that's not what he wanted to be known for and not what he actually was wanting to make money off of. He was a pastor, he had a family, he had kids, he had loving people. And he just gets taken away like that. Like, how does that even make sense? This dude just blew up like 8 months ago or something. It hasn't even been a full year for him to be like this big. And he's gone already. Fucking like that. Just boom, poof. And there are so many other people that we lost. It's just kind of hard to grasp. Because it's not just about the people that we lost, but it's about the spirit of everybody. People who cared don't care anymore. They're only in it for the money. We only want money and fame now. And that's one thing that really hurts because people don't have emotions anymore. People don't want to show emotions anymore. When I put up this banner on YouTube, the King of Espion banner, that's not because I want attention, right? It's not because I need attention. It's because I genuinely love Espion. I mean, I have an Espion tattoo, for Christ's sake. I just want to show my appreciation for Espion. And I have a Skrillex tattoo. I just want to show that I like these things and I have emotions for them. Now, when I post things onto my channel, I also want to show that I have emotion for those too. I mean, I posted a shit ton. If you ever get haters or hate, please just take it with a grain of salt. Any hate that you get, take it with a grain of salt. And if you ever get hate, just say, yep, you're right. Because usually when somebody hates on you or what somebody wants is they want your attention. They want your acknowledgement that you actually care about them hating on you. And in these videos, I do get hate. I get quite a lot of hate, actually. But it's not just because I'm a bad person. I would like to think I'm not a bad person. And as you can see, someone here has went on a rampage. It just disliked every video of the slowcore. But I don't care about that. Why would I care about that? I'm not in it for the fucking likes or the views. You never, ever, ever should be in it for the likes or the views. There's one thing on this platform that I've realized so much is that nobody cares for the passion, the love of the game, or just wanting to upload, which way before that's actually what I wanted to do. I just wanted to upload what I liked. I liked playing Minecraft, I liked playing Roblox and other things, Phantom Forces especially, but then Phantom Forces gets quote-unquote canceled and nobody wants to play it anymore. And I see people like Strider talk about it so much and then they discourage people from playing something that they loved and liked. And in my mind, I've always thought, don't ever discourage someone from playing something that they like. Why would you take something that somebody loved, right? And then just throw it out. Say, that's bad. Don't ever do that again. That's trash. We don't like that. No, I would want to play it, right? I like Phantom Forces. I play it. That's something I don't play every day, but I like it because it's fun. Now, why would you discourage me from playing the thing that I love just because of your opinion? I'm not going to listen to you. Why would I listen to you, in fact? I would never listen to you because you're like a piece of darkness in a big parking lot where there's a bunch of lights and then you're just that one really dark spot. You're like Bots Void, you know, like in the universe, you're just that. My other point is always do something that you've been wanting to do for a really long time. If you think it's corny and it's gonna go nowhere, you really don't know that though. When I uploaded this speed clip here, this clip right here, I never knew that it was going to get popular. I never knew that it was going to blow up. I never knew that people were going to watch it. I never knew that. But I uploaded it and it worked. And if you let people discourage you from uploading things or doing what you want, you will continue to follow someone else's path and not your own path. This leads me into a big section which has taken up a big part of my sister's life. Not needing other people or like needing help from other people. Taking on your own life, figuring out shit yourself. When I was raised, I don't know if I was taught or I just learned. I'm pretty sure I was taught that you need to learn how to function by yourself. I was taught this in school and by my dad. Functioning by yourself and learning by yourself is a huge stepping stone in your journey in life. Because if you don't learn by yourself, what the fuck are you gonna do when you get out of high school and college? How are you gonna get a job? How are you gonna get a life? What's your source of income? What's your next step? You don't know, and nobody else knows for you. So then you have to call people and say, hey, help. I need help. Okay, I'll help. But you've called me 50 times in 2 days. Stop, please. When I was a kid and still now, I always taught myself how to do anything. I taught myself how to fucking skateboard. I taught myself how to play the piano. I taught myself how to play drums, which are right over there. I taught myself how to make my own music. And I thought that doing my own stuff and making it innovative would actually help me out in life. I was fucking wrong. I thought creating my own music that I curated, made by myself with love and passion, would get me somewhere. But as we can see, the views here are showing no sign, except for Phantom Loving. Phantom Loving actually kind of got some attraction, but the rest of these just don't really get attraction, and I definitely thought they would. And then I kept trying, and then, I'm just like, somehow, some way, this isn't working. So then I just stopped, and then I started uploading unreleased Skrillex tracks, and then that worked, which I just didn't understand, because I'm like, well, I know people like Skrillex, right? I know I love Skrillex. Other people like Skrillex. People want that. But I wouldn't expect that many people to want that. And I think this is pretty petty, but if you'd like to keep hating, do it on your own terms. That's fine. Initially, I like the first days of when I started out, people would hate on me. I'd be like, I can take down in private every video if you'd like. Why would I do that? Because I'm just feeding them, right? I would just be feeding them what they would exactly want. Next thing is sustaining on yourself. My sister never learned how to do it. She's 9 and she still has no idea how to do anything by herself. There's a bit of like life matters. I can't really get into that. Next key thing is I have a lot of secrets. I think everybody does, and I let out a lot of them. But these are my iceberg, the tip of the iceberg secrets. I have so many things I cannot say on this camera, on this microphone. I will get banned because if I say it, it is so bad. It's not gore or anything. It's just very, very weird and inappropriate to talk about. And I'd like to keep it a secret for quite a while. I'd like to keep these things a secret for quite some time. I'm not ready to release these secrets yet. But one thing is, you need to get shit off your chest. Talk to yourself, talk to somebody. This is why we talk to therapists. For me, I just talk to myself, and I'll talk to a camera if that means people will actually watch me. And for the longest time, if I ever try to do a video when I'm just talking one-to-one, camera to camera, nobody watches the fucking video. And that is the part that kind of just pisses me off. It's like you're just talking to an open void of no one, and you're hoping someone's out there. Nobody comes, and you start to lose hope. That's how I feel every time I try to do one of these talks. Nobody wants to listen. It's just disappointing and depressing, really, because I just want to do what I would like, to talk to people. But anytime I try and give a suggestion or tell people to do something in the comments, nobody ever comes up. And I'm like, well, I can't do what I would want to do and do what you'd want to do at the same time if nobody's there. So I don't have guidance. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just walking a blind path here, having no idea and just guessing at each point until I finally struck something. And it was Skrillex, which is someone else's content. Hey, guys, I don't want to be known for stealing and uploading other people's content. Did you know that? I don't want to be known for that. I want to be known for me. I want to be me. I don't want to be Skrillex. Skrillex is Skrillex. I'm not Skrillex. Do you guys know that? I am not him. You are you. Don't ever let somebody discourage you from saying, I don't like this part of you. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Be yourself. Don't let other people discourage you. Because if you do, you will never find your own path. You will never become yourself. You'll never find what works for you. You will only do what those people will do for the next year and the next part of your life. That's why all these big creators and big people say school is a waste of fucking time. School isn't just about learning things and trying to set you up for a different thing there. A school is basically just a big social get together for the next 12, 14 years of your life. It's setting you up to make sure that you're social enough that you can talk to people and get help when you need it. Because if you look at it, the more older you grow and the higher you go up in high school and get to college, the less people care about you and what you do. Because they know you are already taught everything and all of that is useless. Again, I would always love someone to tell me when I'm going to use algebra in life. We've got calculators. We've got fucking AI to do it. I'm not saying use AI. I hate AI. But I would just like to know when in life I'm going to use, if A equals Y, then Z equals X. What are the numbers? I need some numbers to calculate there. But pointless rant. Anyway, on to basically the last thing I want to talk about. Dealing with death. It's definitely a hard thing to deal with. I can't remember how long ago, but it was around 10 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago. My little sister died in the hospital of a miscarriage, and I didn't feel anything. I was too little at that time to understand what death really was. And another part of me always feels something because I will never ever get to see her again, other than that one time in the hospital. And you know that's a big topic you should always talk about and get off your chest. Is you'll never see someone ever again after they die. That's just the truth. If they've never been on the internet, you'll never ever ever see them again, other than pictures and memories. For me, this isn't really a hard subject to talk about because it's been so long, and you deal with grievance in the end. You deal with 5 stages and you'll get over it soon. But it was just something I've been meaning to get off my chest and I never talked about before. I've always felt that I have no idea what I'm gonna do, and in the middle of the night when it comes that time, I do think of ways of how to kill myself some other ways. Sometimes you just get too deep in your thoughts and you think, really, what is life about? If life is so bad right now, why don't you just end it all? And if you do think like that, I would just like to say, please get help or get out of those thoughts. Think something happy. Do something better than that. For me, always when I wake up, I feel so much better. I never think about that anytime. But there's been a lot of nights where I think of just how to kill myself. How many ways I would do it, shotgun, or how to kill other people. And then I wake up and I'm fine. So if you're going through a hard time in your life, there's a lot of other ways you can get through it. You kind of just have to find your own way to get through it. Because in the end, my way was I just woke up and I was fine. Your way could be completely different. Maybe you talk to a therapist or maybe you talk to your family members about it. I don't talk to my friends because I know I'll get clowned for it because they don't fucking care about your mental health. Seriously, you could tell them that you're gonna kill yourself tonight and they would not care. You'd probably say that those aren't your friends, but that's how we talk mutually. We are giant assholes to each other. And even if you were to talk something serious like that, nobody would think you're serious about that. Another big thing is I always thought, I'm sure somebody else out there does this too, but they thought how their parents would die, how they would feel, or if you yourself were to die, how others would feel about it, if they would even care, if they would be sobbing over you or anything like that. And biggest thing and biggest takeaway is just don't think about it. There's no reason to think about that in life because there's so much more greatness than the bad. Like politics. Don't ever bring politics into your channel, ever. Never, ever do it unless you're already a politician or talk about politics. Never do it. You'll split your channel in half. It's such a bad decision. And I've done this before, but I'm so glad nobody's ever seen these videos and probably never will. If you like Trump or hate Trump, or if you like Kamala, hate Kamala, like Biden or hate Biden, I don't care. I just hate politics in any single way. I think I got mostly everything off my chest. I'll probably do another one of these soon. I don't have much else. This is one thing I'm pretty happy about. I 3D printed an Espeon, and I think it's pretty cool. It's sleeping. Yeah, I just like that. I'm drinking a Red Bull right now. If you'd like to see my back wall, there it is. We've got 3 Skrillex posters on the bottom. We've got Don't Get Too Close, Quest for Fire, and Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites. I did actually get that vinyl. That was pretty hard to get, costing me $160. Do I regret that decision? Yes, I actually kind of do. These are all of my books that I have printed out from Google Photos. They actually let you print shit out. I can't show you anything what's in there. If I do, I will get demonetized and probably striked. They'll probably delete my channel. That's all my Tannerite. Yeah, and I think that's it. Have a great day. Be better. Think better. Do better. And do what you want to do. Goodbye.